Hello, this is El Condoro, and this video is just to give you a brief overview of a new feature that I've incorporated into the Orb and Crown campaign, and that is random victory conditions. And what does that actually mean? Well, when you go into the campaign itself, and I will use single player, it actually works for multiplayer as well, although it might not be technically fair if you've got random victory conditions, and that would be up to the individual players to determine if they want random victory conditions or the static ones. So Orb and Crown 0.9 is the next one, and you can see in the on the victory screen for static victory conditions there are three objectives for each side. So for the adversaries, the objectives are Castile, Water's Bend, and Certeza. For the allies, the three objectives are Sigridheim, Guaten Peak, and Adrianople. So they are set, they are known by both sides as being the objectives for victory. But I found that, especially since the mythology or the lore, the story of the Emerald Imperium is that the powers of the world are looking for these things, it seems a little bit strange if both sides know exactly where they are. So with random victory conditions, the third of those objectives can be in one of three different locations. For the adversaries, those three possibilities are the Tribal League capital, Certeza, and Malkarnabad over here in Malkarn. So one of those three, according to a global variable which is set at the beginning of the game, will determine what that third objective is. So the player, unless, as I'm going to show in a minute, doesn't go in and actually check what those settings are for the global variable, will not know what that third objective is, and will need to either try and capture all of them at once or go one by one and capture each of them. So the minor victory conditions are still the same, just those two initial ones, which means that the game can end if it's going to be obvious that one side or another is going to win. Just offer to surrender if it's a multiplayer game, or the AI will offer to surrender if you're obviously beating it, and it's up to you whether you take that surrender offer. So for the allies, the three possible objectives for that third victory condition are the Grand Cité, Adrianople, and Khan Balak. So once you have set that, and the way that you set that is go into the actual campaign itself, choose a side as per normal, and click on the Advanced button here, the scripts, and the decision over here on the left hand side. Now if you go to page 3 of 6, you'll see that 74 is a static Emerald Imperium. So if we want random, we'll turn that off. By default it's on, so by default it's static, and turn on decision 75 to give random Imperium locations. Alright, so it's fairly straightforward, and then you play the game as per normal. So I'm playing as the adversaries, which is the first side to move, and if I wanted to, if I was playing single player, you can't do this in a multiplayer game, but if I wanted to find out what the actual global variables are that have been set by the game, they're set at the beginning, so it doesn't matter how many times you save and replay a turn, it will still be the same from the beginning of the game. What I do is I click the tilde key. The tilde key is in the top left hand corner of your keyboard underneath the escape key and above the tab key. Don't press shift even though the tilde is on top of the key, and you normally need to press shift to get it. Just press tilde by itself, and that brings up the global variables. You can see them here. Each of the actual numbers for the global variables are there. The ones that are important for what we're talking about, the random victory conditions, are GV4, which is 26 in this case, which means that that GV4 means that Certeza will be the third objective. You can read the section in the manual about what the actual numbers are and how to work that out. Again, the purpose of it was to have mystery in it, so normally you would probably not do this. but if you want to, you can. And lastly, GV10, a global variable 10, is 98 right up the top, which is Khan Balak for the Allies for their third objective. All right, so that's it. Now you would just play this normally, and if you didn't do what I did and you press the tilde key, you would have no idea where that third objective is, which is the fun that I'm trying to instill into it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye for now.